Hey there, history buffs. Today we're diving into a curious moment from the 1962 Sino-Indian War. Why did China, despite having the upper hand, suddenly declare a ceasefire? Let's unravel this fascinating piece of history. In 1962, China had the upper hand in its war with India. They were advancing rapidly and it seemed like victory was within reach. But then, something unexpected happened. China declared a ceasefire. Why would a nation with such a strong position do that? Well, let's break it down. Firstly, let's talk logistics. China's rapid advance stretched their supply lines thin. With winter approaching, maintaining those positions would have been a nightmare. Overextended troops and supplies in harsh winter conditions, not a great combination. So, the first reason was purely practical, logistical challenges. Now let's shift gears to the international stage. Around this time, Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru made a bold move. He reached out to the United States and the United Kingdom for support. Nehru was no fool. He knew that the survival of free governments in Asia was on the line. He appealed directly to President John F. Kennedy, asking for military aid, including jet fighters and bombers. This was a clear signal to China that the conflict could escalate to involve major superpowers. Remember, this was right after the Cuban Missile Crisis. The world was on edge, and the last thing anyone wanted was another major conflict. The US and UK were now free to focus on the Sino-Indian conflict, and their potential involvement was a game changer. China had to consider the possibility of a larger confrontation. The combination of logistical issues and the looming threat of superpower intervention made continuing the war a risky gamble. So, despite their advantageous position, China opted for a strategic ceasefire. This decision wasn't just about the immediate military situation, it was a calculated move, taking into account both internal and external pressures. China's leaders knew that the risks of prolonged conflict outweighed the benefits of a military victory. So there you have it. China's ceasefire decision in 1962 was a blend of logistical challenges and savvy geopolitical strategy. It's a fascinating example of how wars aren't just fought on the battlefield, but also in the minds of leaders and the corridors of power. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical deep dives. Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand the present.